Hey everybody, it's your pal Drew Geraci, and I just read one of the unintentionally funniest comics I've read in a while. Biz Victory. She is a backup character from Captain Paragon #1 by AC Comics by Bill Black, publisher and an excellent inker. A lot of these publishers, including Bill Black and Eclipse and all these other companies, they had the farm team of great artists and writers that would end up working for DC and Marvel. So, but chances are, if there's any page rates for some of this stuff, it was very, very low to be almost, non-noticeable. This is Greg Goulart, who did like a year or so on Nexus after Steve Rude left, and I'm sure people left after Rude left, and Goulart was a solid storyteller, but Mike Baron was still writing it, and he had this incredible world building backdrop through every issue, and so I kept reading it until issue 80 when it got canceled in about 1990, I think. That's when I can't remember, First Comics went under. So, here's Biz Victory. Great inks by Bill Anderson. I've seen his stuff on a lot of fanzine stuff from the late 70s, early 80s, and then he's done stuff for small publishers, but I don't recall him doing anything for the big two, and I could be completely wrong. So, Ms. Victory, that's, a fun costume, and that hair is really well done. Well done. Because you screw up those lines, it's hard to fix. So you got her, with her mini skirt and her almost topless tunic there, just walking around dojo. And this guy, Kelly, his name is Captain Tom Kelly in the Army, and it's so funny because her secret identity. You'll love it. It's a payoff. Is a 64-year-old grandmother. Ms. Victory here. A matter of national security? Oh, of course. I'll be there shortly. Blast. Jennifer's on her way over with Jason. But, Mom, I can't take Jason to my tennis lesson. I'm so sorry, dearie. Something just came up in the lab. I'm needed, of course. So she takes the super compound V47 and awaits the incredible transformation. Wonder if little Jason would do if he knew his 64-year-old grandmother was a bona fide superhero. I think knowing your grandmother is not only young looking, but is, dressed like a swimsuit edition model for, what's that called? Sports Illustrated. So, it's just funny. So, oh, mercy me. These reports are incredible. What would be funny is if, like, this is 1983, and back then being 64 was really old. It was considered more old than now, but there were a lot of old-timey phrases that aren't used anymore. Oh, heavens to Betsy! So this is our component thief. He must be at least 10 feet tall. And you're such a nice young man. Maybe I can introduce you to my daughter. What the hell? Your daughter? What the? How old is she? That's crazy. So really nice. Look at that background there. Wow. And she runs into a Wallywood robot. That's a little awkward there. Maybe it works, but sometimes you gotta fudge things a little bit, but the shading on that robot is 100% Wallywood. So, Bill Anderson's delivering the goods big time, and also the pencils, are just great. That is very Thunder Agents that Wallywood would do, and he's like, "Look at this place. We'll never be able to keep it this quiet. You okay, Vicky?" He goes. And it's not Vicky, sonny boy, it's Ms. Victory. I would love if she just talked in old-timey phrases, totally confuse people. Beautiful stuff, The news says that Ms. Victory was harmed. She was rushed to a nearby Seattle State Hospital where the doctors refused to comment on her condition. Haha, now nothing stands in my way. I must return immediately. At least you used the same hole this time. Can't be too wasteful, you know, in these days. Do you know how much brick buildings cost to replace? All right, big brain, you masher, you had to lure me here. Ooh, I should try out for the Rockettes. See, that would be great, using these old-time terms to totally distract your foe. So it turns out to be a robot and everything. Really nice art, really, really good stuff. And there's no reason. Why would you go back to being old? I would not do that. You know, they say youth is wasted on the young. That's very true. If I was young and, you know, looked like a superhero, then I wouldn't go back to being a schlub. Not that I hate myself. It's just that, hey, you know, I would, you know, go backward and get myself an upgrade. I'm all for it. So that's all. I just want to share with you, and it's enjoyable. There's Paul Gulacy. He did quite a few things for AC Comics, mostly covers. So that's all. I just wanted to share the wacky idea that came up when little old lady became this buxom swimsuit edition model. Have a good day.